Trying to make this live stream a bit more aesthetically pleasing than the last one. I don't know if it gets any more basic and socialist and communistic than Ryu. God, that was a terrible looking room. How is everybody? So I figured tonight I would stream on my phone and then hopefully catch some of the chat in my laptop so I'm not looking at my iPad like a deer in the headlights. What's up, everyone? Yo, Laura, Zara. Yeah, what do you guys think about that bubble hotel? We're gonna talk about that. Big changes coming up on the channel. What's up, everyone? See, I'm trying not to do this. Yo. Yeah. Listen, there was a Friday night, right? It was a week ago, 9 o'clock at a Ryu. Who is staying in their room at a Ryu at 9 o'clock on a Friday? And then you have the audacity to tell me to be quiet? The rules are no loud noises on balconies after 10. I wasn't playing any music. Okay, I was animated. I was amped up a little bit, but like, who isn't at a Ryu? Like, what a Karen. What's up, everyone? No, actually, they were young, but they were in their room there the entire time. They stayed in that room constantly, but not coincidentally, I never saw them once. They steered clear. I did not pass them in the hallway. I never heard their door slam. They never called security. They just kept it shut. Probably because you guys are powerful. Oh yeah, that was a Ryu. That was the most popular Ryu in Cancun. Did anyone see my post on Instagram? That story? I think I post like 2 stories a year, but when I post a story, I post a story. I think like my average engagement on stories is like 30%. Like a third of my audience watched that story. You get that when you only post 2 per year. So anyway, we got, trying to be quiet. We got big changes to talk about. I'm going to log into my iPad. We're gonna keep things casual till about 8:30, let some people trickle in, and at 8:30, I'm gonna go tell you guys what's up. I'm running behind on Atlantic City content, by the way. Surprisingly, it's very difficult to edit in Paradise. Like this isn't new for me. I've been in this for 3 years now, but I've been focusing on quality a lot. And as I continue to focus on quality, I just can't edit while I'm here because each video takes like 7 days to edit. Nah, man, I don't do big events. I don't do Super Bowls, F1s, Labor Days, Memorial Days. I do Tuesdays. I do Octobers. I don't know if you could pay me to go to F1 weekend. Like it's historic and the energy is going to be amazing. It's going to be phenomenal, but I can't deal with huge crowds. Yeah, I'm not in the land of Sammy Sosa's my brother. I'm in the land of Riviera Maya's. Yeah, speaking of Miles, someone just talked about Miles. That Marriott video just will not die. I've been meaning to make that video for a long time, and it was very fitting to make that video. Here, let me get you guys even. Let me be a professional. It was very fitting to make that video. Got a nice upgrade. It just kind of was a great storybook ending. But that video will not die. That video just is going and going and going. I think it has like 150,000 views. I think I filmed that when I was at Planet Hollywood less than 2 weeks ago. So yeah, obviously it's resonating. Like clearly there's something there. 140,000 people would not watch it if there wasn't something there. So I pinned a comment late, so a lot of you probably didn't see it. I'm in a bubble hotel. I'm literally in the I'm in the middle of a Mayan jungle right now. Like no BS. I'm in the middle of the Mayan jungle. I pinned a comment. I said, CEO watched that video. What would he do? Would he analyze it, ignore it, share it, act on it? And everyone just said ignore it. Like there are problems in Paradise. And it's really too bad that it takes a catastrophic failure for companies to go reverse course. Like, why can't they see these things coming and just keep the program good? How about Aruba? Aruba's happening next year. Aruba is happening. I got it booked already. I mean, Marriott definitely has it cornered, But I mean, there's Waldorf Astorias. There are some like boutique hotels like what, Oman or Aman, excuse me. Uh, there are some good options, but there just isn't a consistent ecosystem like Marriott has. Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis, W, Luxury Collection, Autograph Collection. I'm in the middle of the Mayan jungle right now. I have a big experience tomorrow with a shaman. Me and a shaman are gonna get super spiritual tomorrow. I'm gonna do a temescal. Does anyone know what temescal is? Not mezcal, temescal. I'm gonna do like a sweat lodge for like a half hour to an hour, and he's gonna give me some herbal medicine. Not the good kind of herbal medicine, though. I wish it was like plant medicine, you know what I'm talking about? But it's just like holistic, mom and pop stuff. All right, I need to log in so I can read these comments. Maybe I 8:30 guys. Laura, love your content. Yeah, so I talked about this in the video. Um, I I saw the guy on TV and he said that they went too far, and they did go too far. And I don't know if I saw everything because I've been in Mexico for a month, but what I saw is that they really put the value back in the program for the long-term members. I saw that the million milers got the most benefit from that, is what I saw. So I think it's a step in the right direction. So yeah, um, at 8:30 we are going to get into this. 8:30. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm literally in the middle of the Mayan jungle. Internet speed is terrible. I can count it on single digits. I'm an Amex guy. I just canceled my PBR trip, actually. I'm an Amex guy. Chase is okay. Chase is like a classier Wells Fargo. But Amex is just so classy. I've really never had an issue with the dispute. The customer service is phenomenal. The points are pretty much universal. Uh, you know, it's not accepted in 1 in every 10 spots, but that's not a big deal to me. Yeah, this is sick. This is really sick where I'm at right now. I'm in, there are only 8 rooms on this entire property. 8. And I'm going to talk about this property and my best videos in the past. And I kind of had an epiphany without the shaman. I had an epiphany last night without the shaman. I'm going to talk about that. Yeah, this is, I was supposed to go to Moon Palace. And after 6 all-inclusives, I just could not. I have the Amex Platinum and the Delta Reserve. If you guys have a legit question, like I'm not pandering for money. If you really want to get it answered, just throw up a super chat so it sticks up there, just $1 or whatever. If you really want to get it answered, because the chat goes really fast for me. No, I don't have the Centurion card. I'm not even sure if I qualified for it, if I would want it. Um, it's that annual fee is expensive. Yeah, well, I'm in the middle of Mayan jungle. Whoever said dial-up, I'm in the middle of the Mayan jungle. So I'm surprised there's internet here at all. Is it really that bad? Is it really that bad? Who made the AOL comment? Is it really that bad? So, okay, so I do have a pre-announcement before the announcement. Actually, I'm gonna get my coffee real quick, and then we're gonna talk. Yeah. So right now I'm at a bubble hotel. It's pretty sick. It's weird with no lights really in there at night, and then obviously it's super bright in the morning. But this this is exactly what I needed. Like I said, I did 6 all-inclusives. I'm wrapping up my trip, and I had Moon Palace. I mean, Moon Palace is probably the most popular hotel right now in Cancun, and I just couldn't do it. I just could not do Moon Palace. if you would pay me $3,000, I couldn't do Moon Palace. And I'm going to talk about this at 8:30. I just, like, I want this channel to be continually evolving. And I want you guys to never get bored. I watch a lot of downfall videos, and I pay attention to downfall YouTubers because that's the last thing I want. Sunny V2, there's a couple other ones. And the thing that I see mostly is that YouTubers get consistent, or excuse me, complacent, and they get lazy. And I want to continually keep things fresh. And I'm going to talk about that here at 8:30. So have I tried Hyatt Ziva Cancun? No, I met some friends who are going to Turquesa there. But that one's definitely on my list. I don't know when I'm going to be back in Cancun, though. I might not be back in Cancun till 2025, 2026, and we're going to talk about that. So, yeah. So, yeah, I was going to go to Moon Palace, and I couldn't do it. There's no way. So I found this hotel. It's in the middle of the Mayan jungle. It's about an hour from Cancun, and there's only 8 bubbles on this property. 8. And yesterday, only 1 was filled besides mine. So I pretty much have this place to myself. And it has its own private cenote. It's got a cenote right down the street. This pool I had to myself today. I got the restaurant to myself. It's amazing. I want to do more stuff like this. And I'll talk about that. So I guess no one has any questions. I guess we can get into it. I'll make it surgical tonight, unless anyone really wants to bring up a topic. COVID bubble. That's funny, Justin Confused. Ambar's terrible, bro. I had a terrible experience there. Now, I'm not calling it the worst hotel, but Ambar is certainly not the best hotel in Punta Cana, not even close. It's mediocre at best. Now, that's not to say that you can't have a good time, and I'm sure you probably did have a good time, and I'm happy for you. My experience, my stay there was brutal. The worst one I had throughout Cancun. The good news is if you think Ambar is good, then there's a lot other hotels you can upgrade to. I got 6 hotels left in Punta Cana. I think for those of you who are astute in Punta Cana, you know what 6 I have left. And it's going to be the craziest Punta Cana trip ever. I'm already mentally preparing myself. And really, really looking forward to it. But that could be it for a while. So, oops, I'm pixelating. I'm in the jungle. I'm in the jungle. This is part of the experience. So, yeah. I'm getting sick of these all-inclusive guys. I'm getting sick of them. And it's like getting sick of a ribeye or getting sick of a Porsche. Laura, what did you say? Nothing? Laura just gave me 99 cents for nothing. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for your $1 super chat. You're just getting monotonous. I don't want to, first Vegas was getting monotonous for me, and I was never originally a Vegas blogger. I was just a hotel travel guy that went to Vegas and struck lightning. But it was getting old for me after a while, and then I just started going to these all-inclusives, and even though that I've gone to Punta Cana, Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Cabo, it's getting boring. And if it's getting boring for me, it's got to be getting boring for some of you. So I really, next year, want to make a concerted effort to do a lot of the same stuff that we all like, but also pivot into a different direction. I always want to keep things fresh. I'm going to go back to the well, but I always want to keep things fresh. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get over to Europe next year, but I love Italy. Venice is one of my favorite cities in the world. Venice is incredible. Venice is like backwards land, right? Where, okay, roads are rivers and boats are cars. Like, what? It's not even from this planet. So, okay, guys, I'm going to jump into it. Let me get this closer. So, all right. Yeah, Venice is the best. It's not the most practical, not by any means. A lot of people will give you like a Rome or Florence, or even Amalfi Coast, but I love Venice. Venice is so special. Okay. Oops, I meant where to stay in Cabo San Lucas. So I've just scratched the surface on Cabo. I actually rescheduled the trip. I was going to go there, and then I canceled it for Puerto Vallarta. And now I think I'm actually going to cancel Puerto Vallarta too, because it's booked right after this trip. And I don't want to give you guys 2 Mexico trips in a row. Some of you will just implode if I do a Cancun stint and then a Puerto Vallarta stint after that. And it's not that I care what anyone thinks, but if I'm getting boring and I think it's monotonous and mundane, surely you must too. So I canceled Cabo, canceled PBR. I'm currently looking for a slot to fill. So if you guys want to throw something out there, I'll go back and read the comments after I'm done. But yeah, I feel like these all-inclusives are running together. And here's a question to some of you. You can probably name my most popular videos, right? My most popular videos. Circa, Hard Rock, Rio Republica. I think a Cabo one is in there. There's some other ones, right? Do you know what they all have in common? It's not editing. And it's not the amount of time I put into it, and it's not the music, and it's not the way I formatted it, and it's not the flow. Do you know what all those top videos have in common? Every single one of those was a new experience for me. Circa, new experience. Rio Republica, new experience. Hard Rock, new experience. Even my Bellagio cost video, okay? First of all, people were like mentioning cost. Vegas people were mentioning cost in videos. Tom, probably 6 months after. I like to let the kinks work out. Thank you for your super chat. I really appreciate it. So 6 months after, maybe 12 months, once the kinks are worked out, I'll be there. I mean, people might talk about the room rate or what they paid for dinner, but no one was making full cost videos. You guys remember when I would do those full cost videos? I'd just spend 15 minutes going over every single thing. No one did that. And the only reason I did it is so the IRS wouldn't audit me. So I actually had a legitimate business excuse. And now everyone is doing those. But it was new. That Bellagio video was new, and no one ever did it. And all my top videos are new. All the way, those are like once in 5, once in 10 chances. And you can't synthetically create that. But the more new places I insert myself, the more that stuff is going to happen. Like, I'm my happiest. Like, when I take a look at my Rio Republica video and my Circa video, I was super energetic and happy. And I always am pretty proactive, optimistic, and energetic. I think we all can agree, but there are magnitudes, there are levels. And like, when I go back and look at those videos, I'm just grinning because I'm having the best time ever. And it shows. Like, that's what's showing through the video. You guys are watching me be happy and discover the property with you. And there's something that is just engaging about that. And that's why those videos are so popular. So I really want to focus next year on doing new stuff. I don't want to go back to a city I've been next year, except maybe for Punta Cana. Now, that doesn't mean that I won't do Vegas. I'm going to do Vegas, but probably a different hotel. Or I might do Reno, or I might do Carson City, or I might do Arizona. But I really want to focus on new stuff, because I think that's where we're both going to be the happiest. You guys are going to see new places, and I get to do new things. I'm always going to go back to the well. You know, I'm always going to go back to Wynn and Encore. Of course, there's going to be another Cosmo video, but I'm going to put a spin on it. Thank you, Spizzy. Yeah, I just made those cost videos just so the IRS couldn't audit me. So I legitimately would make a video that gained revenue and showed every receipt I made for my business. And then people started copying it. But no one else was doing it before me. But it was new. And I just want to get back to creating new stuff. So if I go back to a hotel in Vegas, if it's one I've already been to, I'm going to put a spin on it, like the $1,000 challenge. Now, this typically isn't a budget channel, but I'm going to put a spin on it. And that way, it's something new for you guys, and it's something new for me. I really want to keep things fresh. I think that complacency is terrifying, and I think complacency is the #1 killer of all YouTube channels. I think you all will agree. It's an absolute killer, and I never want to get to that spot. So, next year, I don't think I'm going to go back to any cities except maybe for Las Vegas and Punta Cana, but it's going to be all new stuff. And it's going to be that way moving forward. And I'm going to do stuff like this. I'm gonna pivot a little bit away from all-inclusives. Like in Costa Rica, I think I originally had like 7 all-inclusive booked, and I just went back and I canceled a couple of them. I'm gonna do more like this, like staying in the middle of a jungle, or staying at a canopy hotel, or staying at a hotel that's like at a thermal river. I'm gonna do more like crazy hotels, like staying in a jet or something like that. I think that those are a lot more unique, and although they may not get the clicks right away, I think that long term they could be really successful. So I hope, as I'm still gonna do the all inclusives. I'm still gonna do Vegas, but I'm just gonna diversify a little bit. I look forward to your Fontainebleau video. Listen, you guys can chime in. I went to Resorts World a year after they opened, and I was actually really, really happy with that set of eyes. They had kind of a rough opening. Guess what? I just experienced an ad during this live, first time ever. Changed their ad policy. So ads all the time now. That new CEO is kind of cutthroat. Can you do a video on how many hookups? No. Now, I'm not one to kiss and tell, especially as I get older. I will say, though, that the less I look for something, the more it happens, which is ironic, but that's just the way life is. For me lately, like, it's Royalton splash instead of like Breathless. Been lately, but I'm not really big on like casual casual stuff. I mean, I think there's a place for it, and I'm not totally against it, but I mean, once you hit a certain point of enlightenment or stage or experience, like, man, is it worth staying up pounding shots till 2 o'clock in the morning for this random person, never see him again? Or am I going to get to bed at 10 and make sure I get to my flight on time? I am going to Jamaica. Jamaica's booked. Montego Bay, 5 hotels. That's being a reconnecting thing here. So anyway, guys, just want to let you know that I'm going to be doing more stuff like this. I'm going to drop this Bubba Hotel video first before all my all-inclusives. I'm not going to have you guys wait till the end. So November is going to be all Atlantic City. It was filmed in peak season. I'm a couple months behind on it, so you're going to see the end of summer on there, I think September. But you're going to see that in November. Cancun in December. And I'm trying to make these trips a little shorter, by the way. I'm trying not to cover these places for a month, so I don't hit you with like 2 months worth of content afterwards, because I think that gets really boring too. So I'm trying to make my trips shorter, maybe 4 or 5 hotels instead of 7, 8, or 9. And that way, if you don't like the city I'm in, I get to the next one faster. So I'm really trying to make the experience better for you guys. I appreciate that, DeWeeze. I mean, I don't know if I would consider myself successful. I mean, but I really appreciate the thought behind that compliment. And I just appreciate all you guys' support, really. I remember when I had 200 subscribers and I couldn't even get 100 views a video. And I would just pay, or not pay, but I mean, I would just like do anything for someone to leave a comment. Even if it was the most hateful comment on the planet, like someone watched a video and made a comment. And now I have all you guys in here commenting, and words can't describe it. It really means a lot to me, you guys. Like, you have no idea. I can't believe there's 72,000 of us. I can't believe there's over 100 people in here right now. You guys really mean the world to me, and we have a great thing going. Okay, this community is really special. I've met so many people in Cancun, and everyone is so cool. Like, we all share. Who said they're watching since day 2? Jordan? Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Jordan, what's up, man? The chat moves so quickly, I don't get to see everyone. I see like every 6 or 7. So if everyone, Sarah saying something. Yeah. I remember all my day ones. I still remember them to this day. How could I? But whether you're day 1 or yesterday, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, you're all here now, and we're all sharing the love of travel. And like someone said at the beginning of the live stream, I'm your human Labrador. I'm your travel sled dog. I'll never let you down. I'm here to be first in, last out. And if I can have some fun and share some knowledge, and it's all worthwhile. Would I consider doing collabs? I talked about this in my last live stream. I'm not the biggest fan of collabs. just from a strategic marketing standpoint. I don't like to cross-pollinate narrative, brands, messaging. Maybe it's just because I'm classically trained in marketing, or maybe it's because I've seen too many horror stories. But a collab should add value. It just shouldn't be like a meetup. There are a couple people who I talked about who I would potentially collab with, but it would have to be profound and meaningful. I just wouldn't meet up with some random, or if it didn't impact us both and create value, then I wouldn't do it. So I'm just the guy who's grown this channel on his own. So collabs don't really appeal to me, but conversely, I do know that you guys like that, right? I know that you guys like to see your creators get together. So from an experience standpoint, maybe I'll consider it. Yeah, Ryan, appreciate that. Well, what do you mean expand? Someone said, I think you should expand. Expand into what? I mean, just doing collaborations with people isn't expanding. And if you take a look at the analytics, collabs aren't guaranteed to grow your base. They're not guaranteed to do whatever. And also, like, if I tap into someone else's audience and I get a random subscriber, that doesn't mean they're going to be on my channel. So you really have to take a look into the demographics and what type of person you're collaborating with and what their audience is like. Because if they don't deeply align with you guys, then it isn't worthwhile. If you get 50,000 people to join your channel, but none of them watch your next video, what's the point? That hurts you. So again, I know the point that you're making. I know that you guys really want to see me do stuff with other creators. And from the experience standpoint, I totally get it. From a business standpoint, I'm a little gun shy. James and Norma. Why does everyone keep bringing up Norma? Is she the coolest Vegas vlogger now? Or is she one that I would get along with the most? She probably is the Vegas vlogger I'd get along with the most, I think. By far, probably. James and Norma sharing a Sammy Sosa. That is hilarious. Take a real adventure and go to Thailand. Yeah, I mean, I went to Tokyo and I will go to Thailand. The guy who was in my last live stream, Vigorous Steve, who's in the fitness industry, he lives in Thailand. I'm gonna go over there sometime and see him. So I definitely will go to Thailand at some point. Most informative and enjoyable. Loretta, thank you. Thank you. I mean, the compliments are really great. They make me smile, but it's touching. It's moving. So the fact that what I do can add impact to you guys' lives on a very small level, right? We're not curing cancer. We're not, doing anything mathematical or whatever. But if I can help you guys enjoy your time off from this busy world, this crazy world, you get 2 or 4 weeks a year. If I can help you guys enjoy that better, it's really meaningful to me. Yeah. Yeah, well, I talked about this in my last video or my last live stream. I won't get into it, but there's one Vegas vlogger who's leaps and bounds above everybody else. We all know who that is. What's up, love? Yeah, I'll take another coffee and then I'm going to wrap up here. We'll get some food.
Would you like something?
Sure, Babita. Sure.
Cappuccino?
I'll do a cappuccino and a coffee, and a cappuccino. Or a cappuccino and a frozen drink, excuse me.
Sorry?
A cappuccino and a frozen drink.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up here in a little bit. Anyone want to talk about anything? Well, you got me. I probably won't live stream until next year. I love you, Lynn. All of you. Jason, Ewan, you inspired me to take more vacations. Listen, there was during the dark age of my life where I didn't do anything but work. I did nothing but work. No family, no friends, no going out. Did nothing but chase success and work. And I'm trying to get a little bit of that back now. And I encourage everyone to have some balance. Okay, so if you're working hard, take a vacation. If you are exercising really hard, have a cheat meal. I think balance is so critical. The yin-yang symbol is one of the most fundamentally basic things out there, but it's one of the most meaningful. Michael, thank you. Appreciate that. I mean, I do think the F1 event is going to be good for Vegas. I really do. I, there's going to be some growing pains, and there's obviously some detriments that come with it. I've seen it in Montreal and Miami, but absolutely, I think long run it will be good for Vegas. Spizzy, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. We're getting there, and I really mean that. We're going to get there. I think I talked. You just can't. Rhythm doesn't get confused. If I no, this is my last live ever. I mean, for a long time, maybe till 2025. So I hope you guys enjoy this because this is it. Like, I'm serious. I've done 0 up until last week, and then this is it. So enjoy it. You got me. You really lead the algorithm and lead your audience. So, you know, Punta Cana from Vegas, that's somewhat connectable, but Manitoba is not. So I eventually will get back over to London and back over to Asia, and I look forward to it. I'm going to chop it up with you guys for another 10 minutes, and then let's just enjoy this time together. Like, I'm in the middle of the Mayan jungle. You guys get to share this with me. I'm going to expedite all my Atlantic City content as soon as I get home in 2 days. I'm going to put that out rapido. Put that out hopefully in 3 weeks. Get it out by November before Thanksgiving. December is going to be all Cancun. Get that out of the way. I'm going to drop this video first. I can't wait to show you guys this Bubba Hotel. This Bubba Hotel is crazy. Bali is happening, I promise you. If you remember back to my original channel date, I had Bali booked 3 times. COVID killed it every single time. Where is home? Whatever bed I'm flopping at for the night. Haven't had a home for 3 years. Let's see what else we got here. No, this is not going to be a new Friday night thing. I'll let the, listen, if there's one thing I know from being in marketing and sales, it's scarcity, okay? That's why I only post 2 Instagram stories a year. When I post them, they're going to be phenomenal. Watch them. If I keep on doing live streams, they become commonplace. You guys become acclimated to them. So I promise you, I will not do another one this year and maybe not even next year. So we can just enjoy these next 10, 15 minutes together. I can continually reiterate how much I love you all. And I'm just so excited that we get to share our passion together. It's just amazing. Travel, I think, was the most profound and prolific things you can do. You learn, you grow, you experience, and we get to learn from each other. So I just very thankful to be here. It only took 17 years of complete misery and unhappiness in my professional career to get to this point. But after those extremely dark times, dark, here we are. Oh, let me catch up on the chat. I mean, so this Bubba Hotel, there is no sound. There's only 2 other people here. And after being at 6 all-inclusives and then 3 years, Vegas, Punta Cana, Cabo, man, it's nice to just wake up in the complete tranquility and serenity of nature, of the jungle. It is, you know, you guys ever watch those YouTube videos where it's those silent rooms where they're so silent they make people go crazy? That's how this is. But I can't wait to show you guys this video. You know what? I might make a video on this still. Atlantic City restaurants, most of them are terrible. Okay, that's a little exaggerative. That's a hot take. The steakhouses were not good. That was the top steakhouse in every single top hotel. Everyone was disappointing. Atlantic City, to me, is not a food city. I mean, there's a good Italian spot. Is it Donovan's or something in Tropicana? That was crazy. But Borgata steakhouses, Homestead at Borgata. Old Homestead. Can you believe I'm saying this? Old Homestead. I think like the old Homestead at Caesars, thank God. It's phenomenal. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Old Homestead, Borgata. My favorite airline's Delta. I'm a Delta guy. Christmas with my family. I'm very thankful that I have a family to spend Christmas with. I don't take that for granted. Traveling in the past, and I see people alone at slot machines over Christmas or at hotels over Christmas with nowhere to go. And eventually that probably will be me, but it's not me this year. I have a family to go to, thankfully. I'll be back in the Midwest. Thank you for asking. Homestead is not Peter Luger in Atlantic. I don't understand that comment. Homestead is not Peter Luger. Did Peter Luger buy Old Homestead, the brand? Peter Luger just lost his Michelin star in New York, by the way. That's crazy. Oh, at Caesars. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Lizzie. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. What food have you not tried? I've tried everything. I've gone to China. I've tried turtle, lamb. What else did I try in China that was crazy? And I think I went over to China when I was 28. And China, if you, for those of you who've been there, you know, when you go over there on business, it's all about saving face. It's all about respect, machismo. And when they put a shot in front of you, you take it. When there's a weird dish in front of you, you eat it. I remember there was this one dish, and I think it was like raw lamb, raw goat maybe. Maybe it was raw goat. And I remember before I put it in my mouth, I was like, this could kill me from bacteria. This could kill me. But if it does, I went out chasing the American dream. So there's a lot of suspect foods over in China. It's just a different culture. They probably think that our In-N-Out is weird. Yeah, Dorsey's gone. Dorsey is no more. I'm looking forward to the Venetian remodel. I can tell you that. It may not happen next year, but I will do a crazy Venetian Palazzo video. The video to end all videos. It's going to take me a while to plan, but I think that remodel is done, right? Or it's done, right? The remodel's done at Venetian Palazzo. Did they do $1 billion remodel and finish it? I'll get back there. It will be the Palazzo Venetian video to end all videos. I promise you. I feel confident saying that. I think they did the rooms though. Did they do the rooms at both properties and put in a bunch of new hotels and venues? I'm a great American James, living a dream. Laura, you're quickly becoming one of my favorite people in the world. Not just in the community, but in the world. Your comments, your support, your generosity are very, very much appreciated. Thank you. All right, guys, I got a hillbilly. Oh, I almost left you guys. My drink came and it didn't. I think it was either like a virgin one or like there wasn't enough alcohol. So, I'm here. I'm leaving in 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Anyone want to say anything lasting, profound? Mark Twain quote, something? Am I married? No, I'm too smart for that. Too smart to get married. I'm not against being monogamous. I'm not against long-term relationships. I don't think you need the government in your life dictating that. Now, if you have children, I think marriage makes sense legally, but with no kids, I can't ever see myself getting married with no kids. This is it. It's a wrap. I might go somewhere in December, but this is pretty much it. And I'm going to hunker down, relax, sleep, work out a ton, because next year is going to be crazy. When I tell you guys next year is going to be crazy, next year is going to be crazy. Like, I'm not thinking about 100,000 subscribers. I'm thinking about 200,000 subscribers. Peace and love, Jeff. I really appreciate that. Super groovy of you to say that, and really appreciate your support in the super chat. Thank you so much. And Jeff, by the way, I'm looking at doing some Canada hotels. 20% of my audience is Canadian, you guys. 20%. So I really want to get up there and do something for them. You know, I've spent a lot of time in Montreal in a former life. I've spent a lot of time in Toronto in a former life. I really enjoy both those cities, but I would also like to do something really special. But anyone who's in my chat as a Canadian, I just want to say I really appreciate it, and I'm going to get up there and do something on your turf. Look at this. Guys, check this out. Cool. Thank you, Joshua. It's a piñata. Wow. You guys want to see how you take a good thumbnail? That's right, Zara. It is my hockey route. Super Ricks. Super Lex? Super LX? Super Ricks? I mean, what's up with Bar Chef? What's up with Jacobs? Cherry, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what I call, such a bad joke when I make this joke. I don't really care. Right, I call this the hillbilly speedball, because this is your downer and this is your upper. Yeah, it's a bad joke. All right, we got a couple minutes to solve the world's problems. I don't want to leave you guys. I'd hang out with, oh, Laura. All right, Laura, you got me. The restaurant does close at 10, so I will be up there within the next hour, but as long as there's engaging topics or a super chat, even $1 like Laura's doing, so I see you guys are engaged, I'll hang around. I mean, I'll do a marathon one. I'll do 24 hours, but you got to be engaging. Yeah, listen, I love Canada. I grew up in the Midwest. We're Canada light. I mean, Wisconsin, Minnesota, that's Canada light. So I have a lot in line, or a lot of alignment with the Canadians. I love the Canadians. Good people, humble people, generally speaking. I just can't say enough good things. Tony, what was the news? Bro, you got to be in here when the chat starts, my man. You're going to have to rewatch the video, bro. That's like going to a concert and asking them to replay the song, my man. Ever been to Chanhassen? Yeah, I've been to Chanhassen many times. Been to Chanhassen Dinner Theater. I played Chanhassen hockey teams. I went all around Minnesota playing hockey. Edina, Minnetonka, Wayzata, Chanhassen, Forest Lake. Hotel in central London. I mean, everything is pretty much central London. I don't want to sound too bourgeoisie. I don't want to sound too arrogant, but I only stay in like Kensington, Mayfair, Chelsea, or Knightsbridge these days. They're just classy. And now in London, you better be really careful if you go to London, okay? Because even in Mayfair, things can get a little dangerous. So I would honestly recommend staying at a high-end hotel. Because you know me, follow the hotel, follow the safety. So I recommend staying in Mayfair, Knightsbridge, Kensington, Chelsea. Any hotel in that area is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be a little quiet, but it's going to be safe. Oh my goodness, Laura. Tell us a good story from your child. Okay, I will think of one. I mean, Laura. Okay, guys, first of all, Laura, thank you so much. Like, I know that the dollar isn't what it used to be, but $100, like, from your pocket to mine, like, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Laura. You're my favorite, Laura. If, whatever you need, buying more time, tell us a good, so I'll have to think about a good childhood story. You know, my brain doesn't really work like that. You know, my brain kind of needs a directive. It kind of needs an avenue. If you said favorite song or favorite place to visit, I would have to put a magnifier on it. Like, favorite director, I could tell you. I can tell you my 3 favorite directors. Kubrick, Tarantino, Christopher Nolan, maybe Spike Lee. Or if you said favorite 90s rapper, 2000 rapper, but I couldn't tell you my favorite rapper. Favorite childhood story. You know, honestly, my brother just got married, okay? He's 2.5 years younger than me. Thank God one of us got married. I think my parents were starting to get worried. But really, and I talked about this, I was best man. They really instilled excellence in us, for better or for worse. Like, I'm not that easygoing of a person. I'm definitely a lot more chill these days, but they always say, like, in Buddhism, to lower your expectations. Because the lower your expectations, the more happy you're gonna be. Because there's no delta, right? Expectations versus reality. So I always try to lower my expectations. But my brother got married, finally, and you know, at the speech, I just said, you know what? I was born with a best friend. Like, my brother was born 2.5 years close to me. So, you know, if you have a sibling that's over 3 years old or young, it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Because you're 8, they're 11. They're 14, you're 11. They're 17, you're 14. So we were close, and we would ride bikes together, play hockey together. You know, snow days, if you're from the Midwest, you know about snow days. We do our snow days together. We were just inseparable. And we don't talk a lot, honestly. Like, we're not talking or calling every day. But we were so close for 18 years. It's just like that inherent intrinsic bond. And I was literally born with a best friend. And I talked about this at my best man speech. So that's just, I mean, I was blessed, you guys. I mean, I grew up in middle class, population 2,000 people. I had 100 people in my high school graduating class, 100. And it was the biggest class ever to walk through that high school door. But my parents did the best they could. My dad had I think 5 shirts. He wore one shirt every day of the week. And they just worked a lot so me and my brother could have good opportunities. And I'm just thankful that I had a stable household, stable-esque. But I mean, you see all this crazy stuff in the world today. I mean, I'm just like, geez, man, I hit the lottery. I hit the lottery. I was born in America, Midwest, 2 good parents and a brother. That's my childhood story, and I couldn't be more thankful. That's it. Yeah, my town that I grew up in is now 3,000 people. Okay, so in the last 18 years, it grew by 50%. How old am I approximately? Too old to answer that question. I'd love to send you donations separately. Yeah, Zara, I mean, listen, if you guys want, I mean, I think I am going to start a fund, and I might donate it to multiple myeloma or something. One reason that I don't really ask for any sponsorships or really ask, Laura, thank you. Thank you so much, Laura, your favorite. Laura, just based off engagement, thank you so much. From playing hockey, yes, I have all my teeth. Oh, I lost my train of thought. You guys give me these compliments and I lose my train of thought. Yeah, Laura's my favorite. I just love Laura's attitude and engagement. The money is phenomenal, but I really appreciate the engagement, especially when I can see the questions stay up there, because if you guys got $1 and it's really important, I'd love to answer it, but they scroll through so fast. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe doing a PayPal thing or a Bitcoin address, Ethereum, Vegas, and maybe putting it towards multiple myeloma or something like that. That's really something that's important to me. I just looked into running the New York City Marathon on behalf of multiple myeloma. So I'd love to put a pool and I'll put it towards something. I'd love to take some kids from the inner city traveling. I think that'd be phenomenal. So, yeah, I don't typically take money, because when you take money, just when in politics or business, there's typically innuendo behind it, and I don't want to go down that road. Not that this is, Laura and all you guys are phenomenal, but that's why I don't do sponsorships. I don't want to deal with it. That's why I don't do Patreon, or haven't. Maybe I will if you guys think I should. I would like to really add value to you core. I mean, it's probably you who are in this chat right now are probably my core. I would like to deliver more value somehow. So if you guys think a Patreon or a YouTube membership membership thing is worth it, let me know. You can write a comment here or email me if you guys have a favorite one. I think Patreon's probably the best one. Laura, I love you. Laura, do you want to know anything else, Laura? You've been so generous. I would love to address anything you want to know, Laura. I mean, I would do a 5-minute impromptu speech, which is my specialty. State champion speaker and extemporaneous. If I had a $3K travel budget, for $3K I'd probably go to Punta Cana. $3K I'd probably Punta Cana or Philippines. Somewhere over in Asia, Bangkok maybe. You get a lot for your money over there. Where else could you get a good value? I mean, I don't even know where you can go in America for $3K. I mean, aren't Fontainebleau hotel rooms going to be $600? So I think you have to look outside America for sure. There's still value to be found in the Caribbean. There's value to be found in Asia. I'm looking at Africa, maybe at the end of this year, but 2025 for sure. I got something big planned for Africa. It's not what you think. Not going to be a safari, and then it's going to be something super cool. There's some, I mean, I'll say it right now, Zanzibar. Zanzibar is going to happen, okay? But there's even stuff better than Zanzibar, so I'm looking forward to that. I mean, what else? Morocco, I think, could be cool. Do you enjoy Hawaii? Really trust your judgment. Okay, Nathan. So, Panama, I'm looking at. Okay, so get this, you guys, and somebody spotted me to this. You guys remember when I did that review at Resorts World of that Asian restaurant? What was it? Not, God, what was the name of that restaurant I did at Resorts World, where they had that crazy chef who just was like, God, what was that? What was the name of that? Someone will put it in the comments. Anyway, okay, Suzik, you could go away now. Clickbait title. See that? Okay, so everyone take a look at this. This is what's wrong with people. Take a look at Sesuk Loon. Okay, first of all, he says insult, gay. So he uses sexual orientation as an insult, like that's appropriate these days. Sesuk. Okay, I'm gonna remember you. Okay, everyone take a look at this clown. And then he obviously comes in late or isn't smart enough to understand the live chat, so he insults me. And he basically offends a lot of people by doing it too. And this is what's wrong with America these days. This is what's wrong with the world. You have ignorant people. And honestly, like, I can't believe I would attract someone like that on my channel just based off the things I say and the words I use and the places I go. Obviously, this guy is an outlier, but I just don't get it these days. I just don't get it. This is exactly what's wrong. And I don't want that guy part of the community. I don't want people like that. Like, bye, gone. I don't care if he watches another video, not. I don't care if he writes a fit. I don't care if he makes a response video. I don't want people like that part of my community, our community. So that's what's wrong with these people. No, I'm going to. No, listen. You guys, I was in sales, and like obviously, like I see these comments all the time. I just thought I would highlight what an ignorant person that guy is. I just want to call him out live, so if anyone sees him ever again. But it's just what's wrong, right? It just Karen. Yeah, I will make Laura a mod. Yeah, I will. He's worth energy right now. I've already sunned him. I've already castrated him. He's a complete nobody. And when I find time, I'll go back and block him. But I don't want him part of my community anyway. He go watch someone else. Nope, sorry, Super LX. Listen, scarcity is a thing. And I mean, there are only half the people in this chat compared to the last one. So I want to make sure that if I ever go live, it's going to be something momentous. So. I mean, I might do an impromptu one, but I can promise you in the next 12 months, there'll probably be one live stream. Maybe my last final live stream. Do you guys want me to live stream my shaman experience tomorrow? Will they put me in that stone egg for 60 minutes? I don't want to insult the process. You know, if it's sacred, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but maybe I'll do that. That would be super cool. Has anyone ever heard of Temescal? Because I've never heard of it. Like, I've heard of the sweat lodges and I've heard of the plant medicine. I've never heard of Temescal. You guys will see it in my video. It is, it's a stone igloo. And like, they put the fire inside it with you. And I was hoping that, you know, I was going to get a little groovy, get a little psychedelic, but it's not the type of plant medicine, unfortunately. Because the only thing that happens, I mean, like, why not just blast off at that point, right? I mean, you're already sweating to hallucinate. You might as well hallucinate for real. No, I wouldn't document it. I would probably just live stream it. Just be engaged with the shaman and just live stream it. Yo, Anthony, great question. Because you can't do it all. You just can't do it all. It's Casey Neistat. Laura, you know what, Laura? I will. I won't be like narrating it because again, I want to be there. I want to be engaged. But if I can just sit it back like this and do it, I will. I absolutely will. Because I've never seen anything like it before. What was your question again? Oh, why don't I do shows and stuff? Because you can't do it all. Casey Neistat, he only did flights. He was traveling and staying at hotels for weeks at a time. He chose the flight. I choose the hotel mostly. Sometimes I do airport stuff. I do bars, restaurant lounges, pools, beaches, but don't do a lot of buffets. I don't do a lot of shows. I started going to shows in my last Vegas trip. I really enjoyed it. No, Daniel. No, bro. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for coming. Welcome. No. I am looking at doing more shows. The only problem is, right? Shums, like Chris Angel, wouldn't let me Arabian. The, it was the end of a chapter, and it's very sad and morbid talking about it, but this is it. These guys, and I think Herman's Hermits is still. Oh, you thought you guys were gone. So I'm gonna finish this thought. If anyone wants to throw up a super chat, I'd be more talk. The Righteous Brothers are carrying the torch for that whole. Amy, so much, Laura. So at this place, it's fresh. It's so fresh. It's amazing. The all-inclusive food on this trip was okay, better than usual. But when I got here, that all-inclusive food for a month. The food here is fresh. Laura, thank you so much. Laura, I am going to make you a mod at some point. All right, guys, I'm in the middle of the Mayan jungle, like I said. I thought that it would be a little bit, but change is coming. I'm really looking forward to going to new places, doing new stuff. I want to do more glamping. I want to do treetop hotels. I want to do stay in ice hotels. I'm still going to do the all-inclusive stuff, but I really want to keep you guys guessing. I know a lot of you